Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Arne Slot has rejected. Liverpool boss makes big transfer decision. Liverpool boss Arne Slot has rejected a potential signing for the Reds, making a big call and leaving the player with one fewer option to choose from this summer. The Merseyside outfit have just secured their fourth signing of the summer in the form of Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth, and they have so far shown that they mean business in the ongoing transfer window. Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Frimpong are also in the building. Departures from their forward department are expected to happen, with Darwin Núñez wanted by Napoli, a destination he is keen on, and Federico Chiesa also tipped to return to Italy. Adding a centre-forward in the ongoing window is high on Liverpool's agenda, and Napoli's Victor Osimhen is someone they are interested in. Liverpool are suggested to have brought up the Nigeria international during talks for Núñez to go to Napoli. The Premier League champions floated the idea of an exchange where Napoli would receive Núñez and Chiesa for Osimhen, but that has been declined by President Aurelio De Laurentiis, who wanted an extra €20 million on top. Osimhen, in the meantime, has rejected a big money move to Saudi Arabia as he wants to stay in Europe. One Turkish commentator suggested he is waiting for the likes of Liverpool and leaving Galatasaray on the back burner. It looks like an offer from Merseyside might not arrive for the Nigerian in the window though, as according to Italian daily Tu Mattino, via Calcio Napoli 24, Liverpool boss Slot has rejected the idea of Osimhen joining this summer. It is suggested that the Dutch tactician is more of a fan of Newcastle United star Alexander Isak and wants to bring the Magpies star to Anfield. Newcastle are keen on keeping one of their standout performers from last season, Isak, at the club, and Liverpool would have to pay a high fee to convince them to part ways with the Swedish international. Even then, it is unclear Newcastle would play ball. Liverpool have also been linked with Eintracht Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike, but if Slot has rejected the idea of signing Osimhen, then it is unclear who might come in, with Isak and Ekitike more expensive options than the Nigerian. Osimhen can be signed by triggering a release clause of €75 million in his Napoli deal. Liverpool manager Arne Slot has reportedly rejected a major transfer proposal, making headlines as the club moves in a new direction. Meanwhile, trusted insider Fabrizio Romano reveals Liverpool are in talks to sign a superstar following their Kerkez pursuit. Excitement builds as fresh hope emerges in the Reds' chase for Marc Guehi, with a deal potentially moving quickly. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ now. Our second news is Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool, in talks to sign superstar after Kerkez. The Premier League winners have identified Guehi as one of their preferred options in their centre-back search and are in ongoing conversations over a potential summer deal. Guehi, who has a year left on his Selhurst Park contract, reportedly wants guarantees about playing time before making a decision over his next move, while negotiations with Palace are also still to be resolved. The Eagles stood firm on their valuation of the England international in the past two transfer windows, when they rejected approaches from both Newcastle and Tottenham. Romano, speaking exclusively to GiveSport, has revealed that Liverpool have several options in their search for a new centre-back this summer, with Guehi among the preferred targets. Marc Guehi at Crystal Palace remains a strong option on the list for Liverpool, not the only one, but for sure, one of the preferred options for Liverpool. Then obviously the player wants his guarantees about getting time. The price with Crystal Palace, with the player out of contact in 1 year, is also going to be an important topic. But there are already some conversations ongoing for Marc Guehi. So for sure, he's one of the strong candidates to become a Liverpool player. Liverpool are looking to bring in a new central defender amid Jarell Quansah's impending departure to Bayer Leverkusen for a reported package worth £34 million. The Reds are also facing the prospect of losing Ibrahima Konate on a free next year, as his contract situation is still not resolved with 12 months remaining on his deal. Liverpool have splashed out heavily on 3 new signings already this window, welcoming Jeremy Frimpong, Florian Wirtz and Milos Kerkez for a total of £186 million. While it remains unclear how much Palace are going to demand for Guehi, their bargaining power is somewhat weaker with a year left on the superstar defender's contract. Liverpool manager Arne Slot has reportedly rejected a major transfer proposal, making headlines as the club moves in a new direction. Meanwhile, trusted insider Fabrizio Romano reveals Liverpool are in talks to sign a superstar following their Kerkez pursuit. Excitement builds as fresh hope emerges in the Reds' chase for Marc Guehi, with a deal potentially moving quickly. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Marc Guehi to Liverpool could move quickly as fresh hope delivered over transfer. Liverpool have been exceptionally busy during the first month of the transfer window after securing themselves 3 key signings. The Reds had been expected to make it a big summer, having barely done any business 12 months ago. And although Milos Kerkez's arrival on Thursday has pushed Liverpool's spending towards £200 million, they are clearly not done yet. A new centre-back is likely to be next on the agenda, and Crystal Palace captain Marc Guehi is reportedly in Liverpool's sights. Guehi is out of contract next summer, and with Palace leaning towards a sale this year, Liverpool are making their interest known. Jarell Quansah is set to leave to free up a spot in the Liverpool squad, and according to journalist David Lynch, Quansah's exit could see a move for Guehi ramp up very quickly. Marc Guehi open to Liverpool move. Once Quansah leaves, Liverpool will be left with only 3 senior centre-backs. As they found out in 2020-21, that is simply not enough. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate are clearly the preferred choice, but speaking on Anfield Index, Lynch says Guehi does not appear to have been massively put off at the prospect of playing third wheel. He's just definitely a target basically, and there's a spot opening up there, says the journalist. It's interesting how they sell it to him in terms of game time and all those kind of aspects of it. From the outside looking in, you saw what Quansah got last season. It wasn't an awful lot. So, is it easy to sell that to Guehi? We don't know how those conversations are going. But the one thing I can say for certain is that they like the player, and if the fee's reasonable, which they think it possibly can be with Crystal Palace and him being 1 year from the end of his contract. If he wants the move, that will help, and then yeah, we could see progress. The massive thing I was told was it kind of depends on how those conversations go and how they're able to sell it to him, Lynch continues. But you're not getting indications that he's completely not interested, and Liverpool desperately need homegrown players, so this could be an important signing on that front. It could be out of the blue it starts to progress. We could see that happen. How quickly could Guehi transfer move? Liverpool supporters have been spoiled a little this summer, having seen their team sign 3 new players over recent weeks. However, with the promise of more to come, fans can look forward to even more. In terms of Guehi, how quickly this one moves will be almost totally dependent on how talks with the player himself turn out. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss news.